Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is Christ169 coming to you live with another psychology moment here. This is Understand Episode 2, Understanding Gamer. Lone Wolf, Outcast, what it was meant to be. Um, but not anymore. But not anymore. Um, what this series is talking about is psychology. If you haven't been following lately, though, I've been trying to get down to the psychology of the gamer, understanding what the gamer is all about. A lot of people don't understand what the gamer really is. Everybody thinks the gamer is this kid who sits at home, the middle finger, pierced tongue, skateboard, who plays Call of Duty all day long. Really, it's not that way anymore. The gamer now to a different subreddit kind of thing. It's a person who has had a family, a wife and kids, may a wife or may two kids, may a single parent, he or she single parent. You have people like Lone Wolf or like Sniper Wolf, for example, who is a top YouTuber or was. She's going through some legal problems right now. Or you have Boogie 298, or you have RGB 285, or you have Alpha Mega Sin. You have all these YouTubers. These guys are YouTube gamers. They're gamers, but they're YouTubers. I mean, the actual gamers themselves don't have a podcast or don't have a YouTube channel. I'm a gamer, but I'm a hardcore casual than I am casual hardcore. I'm right in the middle. I'm very neutral. There's games I play casually, and there's games I play hardcorely. It just depends on how you look at it. But I don't really define myself as anything other than just a neutral person. I'm not on the fence like a lot of people are, but I'm actually, and I see things clearly on both sides of the aisle. What hardcore gamers don't think the casuals are real gamers. The casuals think hardcore gamers are no life people living in a parent basement, drinking Monster and playing Call of Duty all night. And those two are probably true on both sides, or both of them. The casual gamers are looked at as being the ones that caused the downfall of the gaming as we know it. And the casual gamers look at the hardcore gamers as being the ones who caused all this Call of Duty Nicki Minaj crap and Carly B garbage in Call of Duty right now. Where either way, I think it's mostly just companies going woke and spending millions of dollars on Carly B and Nicki Minaj for whatever reason. I mean, people think it's kind of cool running around with Nicki Minaj shooting people, but I don't know how people would, how, the Nicki Minaj got a big check out of it probably, but, a big ass check out of it, so she might not care much about it now, but I would think somewhere down the line it'll probably cause me to pause a little bit and think, hey, my image is being used in here, what's going on? But I think that's probably something that's gonna have to do. Think something wrong. And I think that's the biggest problem of all things is that I think people need to understand what's going on, and trying to get what's really going there and what's not really going there, and understanding how the game really is. And I think if people understood that, I think the better thing would be. I think people would actually understand it more if people understood the gamer. They're like, I am a gamer. I'm a 42-year-old gamer. I have my own house. My house is not clean 100% of the time. I'm not one of those people and neat freaks. My sisters are. I am not. Um, but I don't have bugs and problems. Got to keep everything spray. I got a spray guy coming in the next 60 days anyway to do another go around, spray around. So certainly he didn't spray in the computer room or secondary computer room. Doesn't do that. To have a lot of computer stuff in there. It's expensive, it's old, but you know. But I do have a nice house. Most gamers looked at as being unkept, lone wolf, lazy people who don't have lives, and really as far from the truth. Understanding the gamer is psychology of a gamer is that not every gamer is laying in mommy's basement drinking monsters and listening to Britney Spears albums while they're playing Call of Duty. A lot of us have full time jobs, myself for 19 years. So a lot of us have jobs, have stuff like that. A lot of us have done that kind of work. A lot of us have, had done that stuff, and we have done work like that, and we have, been there and done that kind of stuff. And I think people need to accept that. I think the gamer themselves need to be looked at as more than just some lazy person who doesn't understand games. I think needs to understand what's really going on. And I think that's probably where a lot of people are not getting their information from is that they're looking at games. They're looking at the games that are not, um, you know, that are not able to do what they have to do, and they don't know what it means. I think if people understood that, the more they would understand, the better they would be. And I think a lot of people are having that problem with the gamer is because they don't understand what the gamer is all about. I think gamers, like I said, are lone wolf outcast, and that's what it is anymore. Sniper Wolf, RGB 285, Alpha Mega Sin, Angry Joe, Killer Kami Unleashed, who's now Killer Kitty Unleashed, uh, Jay's Two Cents, Gaming Nexus, or Gamers Nexus. They started with gaming, they went more to tech. So Jay's Two Cents. Um, Rich Computer Tech USA, Boogie 298, I mentioned earlier. A lot of people are gamers, but they're entrepreneurs who broadcast their lives. Where me, I'm a gamer, but I have a YouTube channel. But I game, but I'm not 100%, oh my God, broadcasting my games and doing all that because I just don't have time for that kind of stuff. I did it on the PlayStation 4 a little bit. It was pretty cool, got a little popular, but I just never took, and I never took the ball and ran with it fully. Because I'm, I'm busy. I have things to do. I have stuff to take care of. I have stuff to get done. I don't have, that kind of time. Well, a lot of us gamers are looked at as being like, some unkept yokels who don't know, what's this and what's that. And really, that's something that may not, you may be political. You may not be political. You may be a person who doesn't care who's in office. Because you're like, well, whatever, I'm paying taxes no matter what happens. So you think you may have that kind of, that kind of, one up thing. Like, I don't care because I'm paying taxes anyway, right? So that being said, though, you may not have that. You may not know what to have. You may not know what you need. You may not know what's going on and why it's going on. Now, you may not know that. You may not know it at all. You may only know what you know because you might watch Fox News or CNN or whatever. You may not sit there and spend all day. So a lot of gamers are not going to spend all day worrying about political crap. A lot of us gamers don't care. Now, I'm an independent conservative, and I do watch Fox News and CNN sometimes to see what's going on, the latest blunders of our president. So I have an idea what the hell is going on. Hey, boxing. But I don't worry about the world at hand. Most gamers out there are not going to. Most gamers out there don't really fully understand why things happen in the world. A lot of them don't. No, a lot of them don't care. A lot of them are out there just trying to do what they got to do. And I think that's what they do because it's what they do. And what they do is what they do for what they do. And understanding the gamer is to understand what makes the gamer unique. Like me right now, I'm actually on Steam right now trying to download a game again because my SSD is messing up. Now, I'm not a computer whiz at all. My sister and brother-in-law are. If I was a computer whiz, I wouldn't be working on Lowe's. But that doesn't mean because I'm fat and I play games, I'm some computer whiz. That's what a lot of people don't understand the gamer. is, not everybody is understanding the gamer. Lone Wolf, Outcast, what it was, but not anymore. You have people like Sniper Wolf, like I said before, mentioned earlier, Sniper Wolf and RGB285 and all these other YouTubers who are gamers but are YouTubers, who make their career money off YouTube, who game only because it's part of their job. Now they have a passion for it. Like, I'm a wrestling fan, but I'm not gonna hop in a square circle and try to wrestle somebody. That ain't gonna happen. I'll watch it on TV. I used to play it in the old school days, but it doesn't mean I'm no more of a wrestler than Sniper Wolf is no more of a gamer. It just to me that we put on a lot of these YouTubers there put on this persona of being a gamer. With the pierced tongue and the middle finger and the skateboard and the gamer stuff and the monsters and the coolness and the posters in the back. That's fun and great and all. But if you're a poser, then you're the worst kind of person on planet Earth. Because you're not really a gamer, you're just posing. A lot of casual gamers out there are just people posing to be gamers because it's the cool thing to like right now. Like when ET came out and people hated ET, people bashed ET, people who weren't even gaming bashed ET. ET was a thing to bash, and then that's why today a lot of gamers today don't understand, the GamerGate, don't understand the wokeness going into the gaming community and how it's destroying, how the casual gamer has destroyed. And I made videos on that down below. Of all talking about the casual gamer has destroyed the game community and how the pro gamers, the hardcore gamers don't accept anything other than mediocrity in games. Both sides are wrong. But being neutral as I am, a lot of you guys who are on my channel are, you guys understand that there's people out there who don't understand that, who don't get the fact that the mediocrity that they hold on to is the same mediocrity that's destroying what they so-called love. Yeah, so Sniper Wolf can have pretty boobs and a firm backside and play games and smile and laugh and giggle, same as laughing. But it doesn't make her more of a gamer than me running a marathon. It makes me a triathlon runner. I'm sorry, folks, it don't work with me. You want to be that person, you got to show that person. Why the psychology of gamers changed a lot. It used to be the lone wolf outcast that came home and played video games, that played Dungeons and Dragons, that played the World of Warcraft, that sat at home, didn't go out to parties because he or she is very socially awkward. Now these people are making hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars. Sniper Wolf, for example, making thousands of dollars a year or a week, $100,000 a year, just showing a little skin and playing some games, playing Fortnite. Oh, gee whiz! If that was the case, I'd make $1 million. It's not the case. It's a perception of people. People like seeing hot girls play video games. That's the psychology she is using. See, Sniper Wolf understands the psychology of the gamer. They're at home playing video games, beating off the Britney Spears albums. She understands that she's not stupid. That's why she had legal trouble now with her stalking somebody and going crazy and trying to. It's a real gigantic mess with her right now. But I mean, for the longest time, even Alpha Omega Sin, Boogie 298, these people I mentioned, their careers have halted because of the change of the landscape. The gamer is no longer being looked at as being the one who makes the money. Now it's people like Sniper Wolf, who she could be a gamer, very attractive gamer, but she's using her attractiveness to draw people to her channel and make hundreds of thousands of probably millions of dollars a year. And I think that's very funny to me that we're using people like Nia Sarkeesian is whining about sexism in video games, but here you have a woman like Sniper Wolf who has who boobs and a firm ass can sit there and wear pretty much next to nothing and get men slobbering all over, and Nia Sarkeesian ain't running around screaming about that. She ain't freaking out, throwing the books around, and no, of course not. But when a man puts a woman on screen, oh my God, it's sexist. But a woman does it, it's okay. It's a double hypocrisy, double standard. That's why understanding the gamer, the lone wolf and loser, the lone wolf and outcast, was the gamer at one time, and they still are. They're just overshadowed by all these other people. So to understand the gamer is understanding what a gamer is. Usually a person who has fond of the mystical world, make believe, who has a very good imagination. You can tell a gamer really well, not because they're big and fat. I got fat people who don't play games, who read books, who watch TV, who don't have games at all. A lot of thin people who are thinner than me who play games, who you wouldn't think be gamers, but they are more hardcore than I am. So it's understandable to have that misconception. And this misconception is what the gaming world is, that only fat people play video games is really not right. Because now it's a stigmata that people can't get rid of. Because now the young people who are thinner are getting into gaming, and they don't see fat people like me on Twitch because I don't go on Twitch. They see people like Sniper Wolf on YouTube, and people like RGB285 or Gaming Nexus or Jay's Two Cents, or Alpha Omega Sin playing game throughs, playing game like Resident Evil game on PlayStation. These are the gamers that grew up outside of Sniper Wolf, that grew up playing video games probably by themselves because they're probably somewhat of an outcast. But they became popular because they found it and they found an outlet. There's nothing wrong with being a YouTuber, created your career. I think it's passé now by about 10 years, but I think now it's passé. But back in the day, it wasn't considered that. See how funny it was back in the 80s and 90s, playing games too much, you were a gamer, you're considered an outcast back then. Now, you're an outcast if you don't play games. Funny how it come full circle. Pretty funny. It's funny that how society labels gamers as lazy people, but now the gamers now are the ones controlling these, the drone, you know, drone strikes. A lot of gamers played a lot of Flight Simulator who are now pilots in the Air Force and Navy. Funny how these kids they grew up and became adults and went in that field. Yeah, he had a geek seven inherited earth. I like that. That's pretty cool, boxing. But no, seriously though, they have, the geeks and nerds who were awkward in high school are the ones now like Musk. Musk played games when he was younger. They got the multi-billionaire. He has robot droids walking around. In a factory. He has cars that are bulletproof almost. Man is a multi-billionaire. He played game when he was younger. So Jeff Bezos. Look at the Bill Gates. No, not every billionaire played games. But the guys I mentioned have gaming roots or are in gaming. Like Jeff Bezos now has Amazon Luna, a gaming service. Look at Bill Gates helped create Xbox, and Xbox is a gigantic conglomerate. Now I thought Microsoft Xbox is conglomerate. So to say that gaming is just a nerd thing or a non-nerd thing or a fat guy thing is like saying that breathing is only for humans. That's stupid. Even trees breathe. Bugs breathe. So it's really kind of hard to say one thing or another. So it's really had the one size fits all gaming. There's gamers out there that they only play games on their mobile devices. God help you if you get mad. Don't freak out. Yes, they're out there. You might see them occasionally. My dad does that more. My father plays more racing games than he plays games on his computer on his phone more. It doesn't mean he hates PC gaming. He just plays racing games on PC. But that's what he does. His house and stuff. And so in my house, I just play Helldivers 2 and games like that. But I think the biggest thing that boils down to really understanding is that the gamer has multiplied and evolved into different gaming now. We have gaming and handheld. We got people playing handheld PCs now. The Agrock and the MSI is a crap one. I won't get that at all. The Steam Deck is really good. These people are playing their games PC wise. Now, Nintendo Switch is really looking kind of nervous because they don't know what to do now. Their handheld market is being overrun by other things that are better. Look at Microsoft; they're getting into a handheld S. They're making a new Xbox S handheld. Finally, after 20 something years, they're making a handheld, and it's going to be correlate with the new X digital drum that I did a screenshot about maybe a year ago. That's coming out. So gamers are changing. Games have changed. Gamers have changed. The gaming industry has changed. So to understand the gamer is to understand the industry we're in. That the gamer is no longer the one who's home in his parents' basement playing World of Warcraft. He's 400 pounds. He hasn't moved in six days, and he's sitting there. No, I ain't the person anymore. It's a pretty sniper wolf in her attic room, playing games, making weird pictures, and doing that stuff, playing Fortnite, and making $100,000 a year. Games have changed, but the gamer has changed too as well. Now, Sniper Wolf is known as a gaming YouTuber. 20 years ago, she looked at she's she's a pretty face who just shakes her boobies and her butt in front of a camera, and that's what she been looked at 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Now she's a star of legal trouble now for different reasons, but still, it is something that has to be looked at. And I think if people really understood understood what was going on, we would understand the gamer more. Society would understand the gamer more. Whether that's problems, not much problems you think. Like I said at the beginning of my video, the average gamer now has a family, children, husband, wife, husband, wife, whatever, and they have children, and they have bills to pay, responsibilities. They may go on trips, they may game only when they have a chance, but they're not on YouTube blasting themselves on YouTube. They're probably sitting at home and in their game room. The kids are in bed asleep, playing a game. They're not running around, out there just, on YouTube, showing themselves. They're probably playing a game with friends online, having a beer or two when the kids and wife is asleep, or husband's wife and kids asleep, or whatever case may be. And that's who the gamer is now. That's the gamer. So there are gamers too, but they're different kind of gamers. There's the showbiz gamer, Sniper Wolf, and those people and YouTubers, and then there's the gamers who are home with a family who's playing Call of Duty or whatever with his buddies, maybe halfway across the country, halfway across the planet. Maybe they move to Hawaii, they move somewhere else, and friends have moved somewhere else too, and this is what they do to stay together. So that's a gamer too. So to say that gaming has changed is an understatement. Gaming has changed. It changed a lot. Changed a lot more than people think it has changed. It changed a lot more than people think it has changed. I think if people understand the gamer, we understand what makes the gamer. What makes the gamer tick? What makes the gamer understand or not understand what's going on? What makes the gamer think? How can we express the gamer? How can we express the gamer's thoughts and feelings about the world going around him or her? Maybe early in my video, they don't care about the politics because they got to pay taxes. They're getting screwed by somebody. It doesn't matter who it is, right? So they're paying taxes to anybody and whoever it is. They don't care who the person is in charge. So they may or may not vote. They may vote only every 4 years because the president election. They may not vote at their county level or state level. They may vote state and federal level because to them that's what all it cares about. Who knows? But the point is, those are the gamers that a lot of people don't understand. The ones who are just not out there politically charged and having motives. They're like, whatever, I'm playing this, and then they go play it, and they don't care. That's the psychology of gaming. So guys, my video, I'm gonna make one video. I still gotta get some information about this. It's gonna be a little more dark video coming up. Last one will be a little more dark. No preview is gonna be talked about this one because it's gonna be pretty dark to talk about, but but yeah, it's gonna be a dark one. It's understanding the gamer. It's more of a sinister side of the gamer. The more the more psychopath gamer. It correlates with Columbine, but a lot more darker, a lot more sinister, a lot more, you know. But I want to get this out before it gets too late in the season because some of them hits gonna get really busy for all of us. So I like you guys. Thank you, Boxing, for watching. Thank you guys for watching the video later on down the line. Once again, like, subscribe, notification, ring that bell if you haven't already. If you have, share the video with everybody you know. I'm being seen in a different country. I'm being seen in Brazil. I'm being seen over in Ireland. I'm being seen in uh, Czechoslovakia a couple times and South America a few times. So if you guys are out there, subscribe to the video. See you guys out. Have a good night. See you guys later. Peace out, everybody. Peace.